be truthful, be sincere, be your own self. Don't try to caricature yourself or don't try to imitate somebody else. And then know. Be the real Khattab that you are 10 years back. Also try to know the art of ruling and the art of leadership. And then you now do. But when you are there, you want to pretend that you are not Khattab anymore. You are somebody else. Now you want to be like somebody else. And you don't also know you want to do. It becomes a problem. Do you understand that? Yes. So B, this is all about your character as a leader. And it's a foundational, and it is foundational to your ability to lead. It gives you the courage to do what is right regardless of the circumstances or the consequences. As part of B, you should be aware of your personal core values as well as your organizational values. Remember, values cannot just be changed in a day, right? This is my value. It's my value that I will not lie. It's my value that I will not cheat. It's my value that I will not steal the organization's money. But now that you become the chairman of or the president of the GDA or any other organization, you want to be like somebody who was there before. He used to lie. He used to steal the organization's money, buy a C-class Benz and all those stuff. Now you want to be like that person. You understand? You are no more yourself anymore. You compromise your values. Because you see somebody who was there and he did the same thing, and he went home free. So you also say, okay, maybe I can do the same thing. You go to Stalin, you go to Idi Amin, you go to any other dictator, Mussolini, Hitler. They communicate effectively. They are not people who cannot talk. No. They will come and talk before you and you go and kill your own mother or your father for them. Because they can inspire you. Communication. It's very key in leadership. You cannot be an effective leader in any organization if you said you cannot communicate with your people. And communication necessarily do not only mean you come and stay in the platform and talk. Even facial expression is communication. How do they see you? Do they see you as somebody to be associated with? Are you always frowning at people? Are you always angry at them? If that's your nature, you cannot communicate with people. But they will never be interested to listen to you. So you need to be somebody who is able to communicate effectively with people based on spoken word, by reading, or by facial expression.
Liberia, he pronounced free education up to tertiary level. And here we were pronounced fake free education. That you have to cater for so many other things when you are a student in some of the schools. And there are key areas that are denied from certain amenities. Yeah. Now people in local areas, I know that's a problem in Africa. Yeah. People in the local areas did not have electricity. Yeah. Like other people are benefiting from. Yeah. No electricity, no water, no telephone line. Anything that comes stops on the way. Yeah. And as a citizen, we should be treated equally. Yeah. Like he said, Thomas Sankara said he will not sleep on the air-conditioned house unless all the Burkinabés have, better housing condition. Now we are not having that. Yeah. And then you have been spending huge amount of money.
Do not say that you provide schools, and after from the school, where is the job? The job is the thing that we need, that can develop a country. So if you help those students to go and learn, where is the kind of development that you are bringing for those people?
Dress code. Yes. Today I deliberately intended to put on my child. Yes. But when I was coming, you see many people looking at me, even laughing. I believe, what do we have? What do we want to place Africa for? Even our own material, we are not proud of that. Definitely. So there are certain things, if you look around, we made them. The changes have to start from our own selves. So if we don't change for better, definitely we'll be blaming them for not necessary things.
My name is Adama Jaju. I am from SIFO and I am representing GDA Futures Leaders. I am their care person. The training is very, very useful to me as I am also leading an organization. So this training is going to help me develop my association as how I want it to be, because I have learned a lot. I learned about management, how they are to make decisions. I also learned about leadership. These are all fundamental principles that a leader have to know. Leadership, this is a very, very important aspect in life, because if you are chosen by people to lead, I know it's not an easy task. So you need to know the principle of leadership. You need to know how to lead, and these are some of the things that we are learning here, and that's why I said it's going to be useful. It's going to be very, very useful to me and my association that I'm leading, that I learned something from here, and I will, when I go back, I will try to share with them. Definitely, it creates a huge impact in my life, because some things that I have never heard of or never learned before, I have learned that since yesterday and today. I have get many knowledge from this training, and then it totally changed something in me, because the way I was leading, and then when I go back, the way I will lead will be a changes in my life, because as you are seeing, some of the questions were raised, and it was a concern to even Farmer Barry, and then which I am going to lead it when I go back.
My name is Kadimanja from Gunjuru Youth for Health Association, and I am the Assistant Secretary General of the association. In this training, I learned a lot in management, as it will help me in future, because I can say we are the future in charges of the clinics, hospitals and health centers in the Gambia here, because I'm a student nurse in my final year this 2019. So I found it very necessary to attend this meeting, though I was late to be informed, but I find it useful as far as leading and management is concerned, because presently currently we are in management module as an in charge, how you manage your, because we are in charge of the materials and human resources. So you need to know how you manage, or maybe what you've learned in the class will not satisfy you. You need to go out and explore yourself more, to know more about what management means, as it is affecting our own life. Even if you are not an in charge, even at home level, you are a manager of your own in one way or the other, you might not know. But I find this training very useful, because it motivates me a lot. And about the leadership, is the speaker actually inspired me a lot. So it has played an important role in my, and it adds so many things to my vocabularies as well. Being a young person, going into associations or going into nursing, I find it very necessary, because being into associations, maybe there might be problems in your society that you might not know, but being into associations and conducting these trainings enlighten you a lot about what is happening in your own society, because everyone is talented in one way or the other, we don't know. But like one head tantamounts nothing, but two heads or collection of heads bring ideas more. So this training actually helped me a lot. This morning, Auntie Farmer is saying she's conducted so many trainings here, and now he wanted to go out to exploit more. But to my own way of thinking, because those previous one I've never attended any of them, but this one that I'm having the opportunity to attend, I really give the feedback to my association, and they are really willing to take part in any other training that will be conducted anytime, because anyway they said they need to. So we said we will be available, me and Mamadi, we said we will be available, then we come. But hadn't been there is chance given telling people that you can come, like our association, because I cannot say we are all we are all actually efficient, but I can say most of them are willing to participate, because our association is all about those that are health-oriented. It's about health-oriented, and anything concerning about health, as far as management is concerned, they are willing to come. And also as far as leadership is concerned, because these two things, they are parallel things, two things are parallel to each other, that they cannot go without each other. Really, my recommendation to this training, I would really like this training to be conducted all the time.
My name is Fatima Kamara. I'm from GDA Future Leaders Association, and I am the PRO of the association. The training is very useful to me because yesterday I have learned about management, and then I understood how to manage an organization or how to manage a particular project or anything that you are doing to manage, how to manage. I have learned about that, and I understood a lot of things and different kind of categories of management. And then today, I learned about women empowerment, though I understood about women empowerment, but it gave me much brief understanding about, much more standard about women's empowerment, and then also leadership. I get more understanding about leadership today. Yeah. As a girl, I have understood, women need to get their empowerment, and women need to be empowered. You understand? As a girl, when I learn something from here, I have to go out to my associations or to my community to tell them, to tell the women, and I will feel more proud to stand in front of everyone and then to deliver and to tell them what I have studied here or what I have learned here, to tell them their powers and to tell them that they are not like useless in the community. They are very much important in any aspect of life, because whatever you are doing, if women are not there, it cannot go. So any good leader you see, either is a man, if the person is a man, is no iron lady behind you, you cannot get to your goal. There must be a woman that can able to direct you, to feed you with information and help you, to guide you to get your goals. So women are not somebody, that they are left behind. We are not that. I get to understand that we are more than what we think we are. So I am proud of that. I will take an example, because I'm African. I will take an example in Africa, especially in my country, in Gambia. You understand? Some people believe that women should not be like leaders. They believe that we should be second leaders, you understand, instead of to be the first class leaders, you understand. So with what I learn here and what I understand about women empowerment, if I go out, I will tell the women that they have the rights like the rights of the men. They can be presidents, they can be vice president, they can be anything that they want to be. Whatever man can do, a woman can do that. You understood? Because, for example, you are in school. It's not only male child is in school. We have girls, we have boys. We are all in the same school. Sometimes you perform more than the boys' events. You understand? So, if somebody is thinking women cannot be leaders, then I think they are wrong. And the world is changing, and now women are getting aware of everything. You understood? So I am here to stand for the women, and I am not afraid or scared of any man. I can defend the women at any level. Main two things that are interested to me is first, women empowerment as a girl child, and then the second thing is leadership. Why these two are important to me is that because these are my targets. First, I want to fight for the women's. You understand that the women that that they get silence about their issues, and then they keep quiet. They do not have a voice. I want to speak out for them so that they will know their stand, and they will know their value, and they will know their potential in a society, and even at an international level. You understand? And the second thing is that leadership, because without you being a leader, you cannot achieve all these things, what I'm saying. So that's why these two areas are much more important to me, and I focus on those two things so much that I am much interested on that point. Yeah. In Asia, America, and in Europe, you understood that some women need to be empowered. You understood that women need to be empowered. It can be anyhow. It's not only women, even the girls, you understand? Because you get some girl children are there, they get some kind of like bullying, or they get some kind of like stress, family stress, you understand? I understand all those things. Sometimes it leads for them to get a suicide for their life, you understand? But if we have a girl that can stand for them, or a woman that can stand to them, to speak out for them, so that they will feel like they will feel insecure, and then they will know that they are silent, somebody is there to feel their silence, and somebody can stand for them. So that's what I want to do. I want to speak out for the women, and then I want to make sure that the women, they get to their rights, and then they have their rights. The man has to do this, the woman has to do this. We are not in that centuries. Now we are in the 21st centuries. Everything has to be changed, and then we are not looking back the way it was. Now we are changing, and everything is changing. The education level is changing, technology is changing, a whole lot of things are changing. So now it's time for women to change, and we are going to change the world. And together with the men, we are going to change if they want us to change together. But if they don't want us to change together, we women are going to stand, and we're going to show the men that we can do it. And the men, they know that we can do it. Women are very powerful. We recommend, first of all, what I want to say is that I want to give a big bravo to them, and I want to say a big, big thank you to them. And I want to say in Dutch too, dank aan. Dank aan. Big, big, big dank aan. And then, because this training, it has a lot of impact, you understand? But I am pledging and I'm begging, please, I don't want this training to just stop here. I want us to do it as a campaign so that we can reach the goals of the donors, you understand? Because the donors too, they want us to learn from something. They want us to learn something and get the idea that they want the world to change. That's why they are doing this thing. They don't do it for just like for us to come and then have a training and then we just left everything in a dustbin. They want the world to hear us, and they want everybody to understand what is this all about. So I will say this thing. The training has a lot of benefits because we get different people from different villages that come together. They are all youths, and then they come from different backgrounds and different groups that, you know, that when they come, they represent their villages. So when they go back, they're going to explain to their members what they have learned here. So that is going to be very, very important. But I'm pledging if we can have much more campaign, that we can go to different villages and then we talk about this thing. And I will be much more proud to speak about women empowerment and leadership, so that the women can see themselves. The women in the gardens, the women in the fishery side, the women in the markets. I want them to understood. The women in the movie industry, the women in all aspects of life.